Hello everybody and welcome to Randomized Dark Souls. So I kind of skipped all the cutscenes because I assume that you know the whole general gist of Dark Souls. If not, basically everything sucks, you're in prison. Because you're a zombie man with pink hair. The pink hair is very vital to the story. It's some hidden lore. You won't know about it unless you choose this exact shade of pink hair. Just so you know what my character is, because I'm getting right into this, throwing you right in the deep end and watching you drown for the laughs. I named my character Whopper as a reference that only one person here will get, and I gave him pink hair for that same person to get. So, Randomized Dark Souls. You'll see what that exactly means in a bit. Because, well, I'll just give you some time. We'll be coming across it pretty soon. I also chose the Deprived class because, as you can tell from no armor, because of I need balanced stats, for what you'll see why I'll need balanced stats in a bit. I know I phrased that poorly, but that's not what's important. Anyway, just run past here because I don't want to fight Captain Fat Man with a hammer. That's his official title, in case you weren't sure. And just gonna light this bonfire and sit around the campfire and sing our campfire songs. Alright. Now that I sat down for a second, sat immediately back up because why not? I'm gonna dodge roll in here and get my plank shield. Oh wait, nope, small leather shield. That's pretty underwhelming. Maybe the item will, or the weapon will be less underwhelming. Blacksmith hammer. It's funny because at another time when I tried this, I got the Giant's blacksmith hammer, which was able to one-shot the asylum demon. So in case you couldn't tell by the small leather shield and most importantly the blacksmith's hammer, all the items have been randomized. All of them. Wait a second. So I did choose the master key, so I still do have the master key. I wasn't sure if who randomized the starting gift, and either it randomized it to what it was supposed to be, which is very unlikely, or it just kept it the same. Which I guess makes sense because I technically didn't pick it up. It's just in my inventory when I spawned in. Enemy drops are also randomized, so on my personal character, because I'm doing this along with another personal character, those bacon enemies drop undead. Nailed it. It's kind of the reverse. They drop humanities, and on one occasion they dropped a twin humanity. Hello, Mr. Oscar. You seem like quite a bit of a grouch. Never mind. I got some Sunny D from you. And an undead key, asylum key. Well, I hope you are responsible and don't stab yourself in the chest. Oops, whoop, messed that up. So I really like Dark Souls, by the way. In case of my bolting through this area. Oh, and if you've never played Dark Souls, this is probably very, jarring to you. But if my bolting through the area didn't tip you off, I really like Dark Souls, and I've played this tutorial quite a few times. Hello. Ooh. That doesn't look too healthy. Neither does this arrow poking out of me, temporarily at least. Let's see how much damage I can do to the undead. That's what you call the asylum demon. That's quite a bit. It's no, giant blacksmith hammer, but I would leave a link to this mod's download page, but it's such a pain to download. It is ridiculous. You need to get a thing to unpack it. Hope that works. You have to have a thing to unzip these zip files, or, like unpackage them. Get the exact executable file. Put that in. Run the executable file. Put the other Dark Souls thing in. The game parameter file that would have been unpackaged once you use the unpackaged executable file. Execute that. It asks you what, like, the specifications that you want. Enter in the specifications, then you have the seed, then you're ready to go. Hope something doesn't break and everything's fine. Because this took like a full day and a half to get working. You know what I'm afraid of in this life? Birds. Just I hate birds. Like, if a bird were to show up, I would just poo myself. Oh god, bird! I don't know why there was a slow motion shot there, but
To leave
onwards to
the
Lordran.
asylum
I forgot
in
to set the timer.
pilgrimage
I think. Yeah, I forgot to set the timer. Well, the timer's starting
to
now.
the land of the ancient lords.
So if you don't know Dark Souls,
Lordran.
basically with that guy with the Sunny D and the... By the way, the Sunny D heals you, and he didn't use that to heal himself, even though the Sunny D is infinite as long as you rest at a campfire and sing your campfire songs. So I don't know why I didn't just drink that. Hey, if you could like carry me a little further, I could save so much time. Never mind. Very unimpressive. So, Sunny D Man, who is Oscar the Grouch, basically said, ring these bells for me, because I am too much of a failure to do it myself, considering how I died from trying to help you. Alright, let's see what this guy has. The magic weapon spell. That's actually interesting, if I can get a catalyst to use it. So there are a few areas I want to go to first. Normally I would get the Firekeeper soul down from the ghosty area that's down that way, but I'm going back down there, but there is very unlikely to be a Firekeeper soul. Hello. Oh, by the way, the keys and like stuff to progress throughout the game normally are all randomized. So let's say I need to get the key to the depths, or yeah, the key to the depths. That may not necessarily drop from the Capra Demon. That could just, like, this guy here could potentially sell it.
Hello there.
Aw, you're mean. Is it 'cause of my pink hair? Is it because of my ponytail? Is that why?
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
Yeah, whatever,
Here,
bowl cut.
Take this.
Your mouth doesn't even move when
as
you
a
speak.
token of peace. No.
What? Yeah, I think that's a pretty good token of peace.
Oh my. Oh, I have so would.
That's supposed to
Very
be,
well.
I think, either a like a bronze or gold coin. He gave me a Firekeeper soul. That's actually glorious. I didn't know that was gonna happen, by the way. I've never actually gotten this far with my test character. Learn gesture. Shrug. I'm already in this covenant purchase items. Eye of Death, a humanity. Green Titanite and Blue Titanite chunk. Obsidian Greatsword and a scythe. The Obsidian Greatsword I'm gonna buy because it's only 100 souls. And Golem Gauntlets. 1 soul to... Of course I'm gonna buy that for 1 soul. I don't know why the prices are
Come
bizarre.
again.
But, like, I just don't know. What do I need to use these? I haven't... Yeah, I'm slightly used to Dark Souls 1 and 3's way of checking. Dude, the Obsidian Greatsword doesn't require that many, like, that high of stats. I can be able to use that pretty soon. Although it has no scaling. For a temporary thing, that'd actually be very good. I have no armor at all. Oh, I have the Golem Gauntlets, but... that makes me mid-roll, and frankly, that's not worth it. No rings. Ring-a-ding-ding-ding. I can't use the elevator, so I can't go up there to get those items. I can get the items that are down here. Although I probably should level up first, if I can. Also, in another test character, those enemies up there who normally throw firebombs, instead of dropping firebombs, they drop gold pine resins. Which was very helpful. Make my strength up. So that way I can use that, Obsidian Greatsword. Gonna go kill these enemies a bit, so I can get enough to level up without having to lose that many souls for when I die. Because the areas I'm going to are basically suicide routes. Hello. Also, as far as I know, the items have just been shuffled. They haven't been, like, new or less. They're, like, new or replaced items. So, that Firekeeper soul was taken from another area, so I think there should just be the same amount of Firekeeper souls. Although, I'm not fully certain. I haven't played that far to know. Chaos Flame Ember. Large Titanite Shard. So that will mean I'll be able to get Chaos Weapons when I meet Andre. I mean, I actually have his hammer. Dude, I'm like a blacksmith. I already have an Ember and a hammer. Yo, Andre, you wanna be pals? So what I think what'll happen is I can't get another Chaos Flame member. Cause I got it from that one guy. Let's see what this item is. Ooh, a broadsword. That's actually helpful, because I can probably one-hand that. Yeah, and it's like basically the same stats. So I can use my shield if I want to, although I probably won't. That was quite a dramatic little flip there. Gold pine resin and twinkling titanite. Neat. Gold pine resin's good. Maybe, does that mean that the rats drop? I thought I just heard like a character speaking. Does that mean that the rats drop gold pine resin? Because if so, that's pretty good. And I can get that item over there, which is normally a ring of sacrifice, but at the moment, I want to get the skeleton item. Actually, no, I'm guaranteed to die from the skeleton items, but I'm not guaranteed to die from here, so I might as well do this. Actually, I'm not guaranteed to die from skeleton items. I'm guaranteed to die from the ghost items. Skeleton items, there's a possibility of death, but not like too high. Smo's pants. Wonderful. That's actually kind of fitting, because normally the guy who sells Smo's armor chills there, Mr. Goat Glasses Man, whose name I don't know. Yeah, he normally sits there and sells Smo's leggings, so that's actually very fitting. What else? Where else should I go? It'd probably be better to use this is way faster than the blacksmith's weapon, so this is probably better. Actually, no, I'll do a little bit of dex. Oh, I'm glad that I don't have to worry about vitality and vigor being split. Well, that's poorly phrased, because then that would imply that they're like the same stat now instead of it being how endurance works. Anyway, I'm just glad I don't have to deal with that. Is there an item back here? There isn't. Oh, there is. There's it. Yay. Large flame ember. That's actually very helpful. Oh wait, no, that's to get flame weapons. Never mind. I was thinking of large and very large ember. Getting a lot of embers so far. Let's talk to Anastasia. That's her name. Well, we can't really talk to her, more talk at her. Estus flask +1. Wow, it's even quicker than when I get it going this way. Speaking of going this way, let's go this way. Having the master key, I can already go to Blighttown, I think. Having the master key will make this game a lot easier on account of the fact that I don't have to worry about getting as many keys. Oh, and the game did specifically say that it is programmed to not soft lock from like the example it used was the key to the depths is in Ulasil, but the broken pendant's in the depths, so you can't get to the depths or Ulasil. So they specifically said that that can't happen. Ooh, Cestus and giant armor. The parrying daggers normally in this is well closer to the ghosts, but I think it's very fitting. Well, not very fitting, but at least somewhat of a coincidence. There's a bunch of items here, so I might get as many of those as I can. I could go over to where the death dragon is, but there is also a merchant here. After the draw me like one of your French girls, undead. Rickard of Vinheim. I think your name was Rickard? I wasn't paying much attention. Purchase items. Great heal excerpt. Oh, a source. Why is the sorcerer's catalyst 500,000 souls? I think the cost is randomized. 500,000 souls for a sorcerer's catalyst. Just why? Weren't the giant's gloves 10? So I can go down here. I'm gonna go down here and get the items that are over by the undead dragon. So I could just go over here and go to Blighttown. I'm not sure if I can like fully explore Blighttown. I don't think I can, but I just simply don't know. So it'd be neat to skip like the entirety of the depths. Because screw the gaping dragon. Nobody likes it. Spam the A button. Go, blight down key. Humanity and Ferris's hat. I got the blight down key. That's actually very helpful. Now you see, if I wouldn't have come down here, I wouldn't have had the blight down key. And also, I have a new hat. I look like Derpy Peter Pan. I know there's another item down there that I'm gonna go back to get, but before I do that, I want to get the skeleton items. This episode's basically just gonna be preparation, as far as I know. Alright, what's up this way? Oh, there's an item over here. I want to get this, because I will totally forget about this otherwise. Watch it be like Soul of Sin... not Soul of Cinder. That's completely wrong. Helm of Thorns and Large Soul of Nameless. So I was on the right track, at least. Can I use the Helm of Thorns while still mid-roll... or light rolling? I can. Anything else I can use? No. 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 Helm of Thorns it is. Now I look like I'm from Mad Max. Actually, if that weighs 4.1, 16, 9, 10, I'm glad that I had the Ferris's hat, because that's a nice little, like, light armor. Also, I have the randomizer set, so there's an exact chance of getting any item over any other item. So it's not skewed in any way. Rare Ring of Sacrifice. That could be theoretically useful. I could go down to the catacombs and I will if I absolutely have to, but for the time being I want to avoid it. Ooh, witch's gloves. Also get the binoculars, or the not binoculars before I forget. Small leather shield. Well, that was a waste. On several accounts, mostly because I already have it, but also because it's terrible. Not sure why I'm actually having the shield equipped, because I'm not going to use it. And it's just taking up carry weight. Sorcerer boots. At least now I have shoes. That's basically his Y-hander, right? Sorcerer boots. It's close enough, right? Right, guys? So, sorcerer boots. Glad I have shoes and a hat. Basically... Oh, actually, those are pants. So, I'm actually glad I got those. Now I have pants. Hurrah! Not even gonna bother with the leather shield. Where else do I need to go? Right, I need to get the ghost items. And also go back to the undead dragon. So, what do I need to look out for? I need to get at the replacement S-Talk and the transient curses. I'm assuming since there's a plural of the transient curses that there is in the base game, then there will be multiple of whatever I get, but I'm not certain if that's how the randomizer works. It'll be a good test. Good. I wish there was elevator music when I was going down this elevator. I don't know what elevator music sounds like. So I need to go back. Going back to the undead dragon will be risky on account of the fact that... I mean, there's no risk. I don't lose anything, but it's unlikely it'll work because the dragon's already awake. Oh, you're praying to this not coffin. Praying to this urn? Not anymore, you aren't. Oh, you praying to nothing anymore? Now you aren't. And nobody seems to care. Oh, hello, corpse in a jar. How you doing today? Ooh, a composite bow. That's actually helpful. If I ever need anything ranged. So this... Oh, you look sad. Well, now you're not sad anymore. I cured your sadness with my sword. Ooh, I got a pyromancy for a fireball. So if I go back to, Rickard, I think is what his name was, I can get that item. I'm also fairly certain that the Lord Vessel is randomized. So I could theoretically just get the ability to teleport at any point. That's not the right spot. This is guaranteed to die from doing this, but I get a cool thing, so or at least it used to be cool. Drake Sword! I don't feel bad about using the Drake Sword here because it's not supposed to be there, and so I got it through random chance, which means it's fine. I don't feel bad for this. Don't care. It does enough damage. It's fine. I got the Drake Sword. That's actually beautiful. I've never been so happy to get a Drake Sword. Because generally, I avoid the Drake Sword because it's kind of boring. If I get too over-reliant on the Drake Sword, I'll switch out. If you want, you can, like, vote in the comments, all one of you, to tell me if I should use the Drake Sword or not. But until further notice, I am using the Drake Sword. Also, because I'm planning on pre-recording these episodes, like, a few in a row, because I'm actually really excited to do this series. Just look at this character. I've barely set foot in Lordran. I have the Helm of Thorns, a Drake Sword, and Sorcerer Boots, and the key to Blighttown. So I could, in theory, just go and do Blighttown now. I mean, I'll die because the enemies are tough, but I could do it. I could be down there if I was willing to grind enough to level up enough to be able to go down and do Blighttown. I could, but I don't plan on doing that, because I don't have the time or the will to do that. Oh, wait, there are my, like, 100 souls. Ooh, I want those. So I don't plan on getting every item that's down here, mostly because I'm not fully crazy. But I already, like, know the way to the parrying dagger, because it's, like, the best item in the game. Especially in the early game. Because you can get it so quickly, and then it makes all the enemies in the entire game a joke. Because in the beginning game, at least, most of them are just guys with swords and are zombie men. So I'm gonna try to get that. I know it's a bad idea, because I know it's not gonna be the... Well, it could very well be the parrying dagger. It's unlikely, but it could be. These guys hit a lot harder than I remember, mostly because I have 0 armor. Very good in Demon's Great Axe. Very good. Why does Dot... I could have totally survived that fall, by the way. Especially because there was water. So, I'll leave the undead dragon there and I'll get it off camera. So, I want to progress a little bit. Get at least something done in this episode. Hello. Oh, it's because I have the... That's why I couldn't dodge roll past the ghosts, because I do that. Okay, that's actually more of a hindrance than a help, so... More of a liability than an asset. So I'm going to go with the Ferris hat. Plus, you know, it looks cooler. Also, I could get several level ups by using my soul bags. Hello. I forgot this sword does magic. Alright, so I've lost undead. Good. And dead. So let's see if I get another one of whatever item I got from you was. I do get another gold pine resin. Wonderful. So if ever I need gold pine resin, I'll just farm that one rat a bunch. Onwards to progression. Hello. And you're dead. And you're dead. So the early game of this is going to be pretty easy on account of my random weapons and whatnot. But like later in the game when I have to go to weird areas when I'm not supposed to, then that's when it's going to pick up in the difficulty. What is this? Eastern helm. Huh. It's actually not terrible. I guess I'll try wearing it. Well, I do like the look of the black, what is it called? Yeah, Ferris's hat. I get it confused with the black bow Ferris occasionally. Ah, dragon! I always forget is there. Well, technically, hey, dragon! Guess who has your tail as well as you? Me. Aw, I just realized something. It's possible that shooting the tail off the dragon will give me, like, the Lord Vessel or something. So I have to spend the time to shoot its tail off. In, like, the hopes that it might give me an item that I need. It also very well could give me, like, I don't know, sunlight metal. Or, I don't know, a tiny missile or whatever the magic is called. Havel's gauntlets and sniper crossbow. So I got the worst weapon in the entire game and gloves I can't use. Beautiful. Hello. Not what I meant to do, but hey, it broke your defense anyway, so whatever. Oh, Drake sword. You're broken. Hello. And you're dead. It was easy. I can get a bunch of items by going to the left, and let's see what you have for sale.
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
I want that bucket. Soul of a hero. Buying that. Egg vermifuge, useless. That's probably more souls I can get from it than I would cost to buy, so I'll buy that. That's definitely not worth it. A Soul of a Proud Knight might be worth it. Oh, definitely worth it. 300. Titanite shards, green Titanite, twinkling Titanite. Great arrow, emit force, heavy soul arrow. Flank your dark silver tracer. That's good. Talisman, mace, occult club. That's actually pretty decent as well. You can buy wood bolt, heavy bolt, standard bolt, goes, great arrow, and standard arrow. I can buy the symbol of avarice. Oh yeah, that'll help. You can buy Havel's Living. Ooh, the white seance ring, slumbering dragon crest ring, and a ring of sacrifice that'll buy. Can I buy infinite of you? No. I can buy infinite ring of sacrifices for incredibly cheap. Thank you, game. And I'll buy the dark silver tracer, because then why not?
Thank you, Carl.
And once I buy everything you have for stock... Actually, no, I can't. Oh, no. He sells me infinite ring of sacrifices, but it's also entirely possible that he has something I need to progress on his corpse. That actually kind of hurts. Can't use that forever. 25 decks to use the dark silver tracer. That hurts. It's no gold tracer, which by the way that merchant sold the gold tracer in one of my test characters, so that's cool. Also, the reason that this is fully randomized is that what it does is it creates like a seed, and then everything is replaced by that. So if you start a new character, all the items will be exactly where they are. So just for this character, like right before I started, I had to delete the previous seed and make a new one. So that's why I don't know what everything is, but I knew what things were in a previous playthrough. Why is this ladder so long? It's like just long enough where I was able to ooh, Lord's Blade Waistcloth and Go's helm. So Lord's Blade Waistcloth, wonderful. That ladder was just long enough that I finished my sentence, but also like couldn't start on the next one. So I'm mid-rolling. if I do this, 17 and 12, that'd put me at 28. So this works better. 29, sorry. How much does this weigh? 25. What if I did this, though? Okay, this is better. Plus it looks cooler. Look at my pointy witch shoes. Yeah! Forget what item is over here. Oh, Titanite bugs will be important. Because I don't think they'll drop Titanite. Where's the item? There it is. Cleric helm. Don't remember how to get that item that's right there. Cleric helm's alright. Witchy feet. I have witch feet. I also have the gold, or not the gold tracer, the dark silver tracer, which is the same enemy that drops the... I say enemy. NPC is more accurate, because they're not guaranteed to be hostile, only if you, like, don't listen to them and then attack them. You know, so you can keep the thing and also get the stuff. I know that's very descriptive for somebody who doesn't know what I'm talking about. But, anyway. Yeah, so I think it's very fitting, and I'm going to say that quite a bit in this playthrough. I'm already betting, because I've already said it thrice this time. I'm curious if I can read the boss, whose name I cannot remember. Taurus Demon. Think of Capra Demon for a second. Large Soul of Lost Undead. There's not Large Soul, Normal Soul. Oh yeah, duh, I bought some of those soul bags just so I could use them and then buy more stuff, so I want to do that. Yeah, you didn't really think that out, bud. Maybe I should let this guy who will stab me in the back get behind me. Don't see anything wrong with that. Oh. Alright, now that you've distinctly seen what happened to that guy when he got behind me, let's see what you do. Oh. Don't know what he thought was gonna happen there. Hello, Mr. Axeman. How are you doing today? Say hi to the missus for me. Okay, so what else do I want to buy from you?
Never.
That's probably worth it in the end. Probably just the White Sands ring, honestly. I mean, aside from the Ring of Sacrifices, which I can buy infinite of. Those are important. Although maybe buying the White Sands ring was a bad plan, because I'm not going to be using magic until further notice. Although I do have a great magic weapon. Or not great magic weapon, just normal magic weapon. So if I do get a Sorcerer's Catalyst, and I know I've said this before, but if I get a Sorcerer's Catalyst, then that'd be helpful. Although I don't think I can enchant my Drake Sword. I'll enchant something else later. This is unlocked, I can't open it yet. Because it's the other side. I could fight Havel if I wanted to. I mean, I'll lose horrifically. Yep, you've been stabbed. Hello. This is why you lock on, kids, otherwise you'll do something like that. Are you a mimic? I don't think you are. I think you're gold pine resin. Oh, I don't have the residence key. Brass armor. Ooh, nice. And you're not gold pine resin, the other one's gold pine resin, the one that you need the residence key for. I forgot that brass armor was in this game. I thought that was introduced in Dark Souls 3, but then there's nothing introduced in Dark Souls 3 either. Ooh, I can get fire. I can get the firebomb drops from those guys up there and see what those became. Enemy drops are randomized, but consistently randomized, if that makes sense. So, like, if firebombs become gold pine resins, because that happened to me once, from one enemy drop, it will always be gold pine resins from that enemy drop. Ooh, pyromancy for fire tempest. That's actually nice. We got a liquid humanity. Let's see. Use my master key. Always chooses the master key and never anything else. Except for maybe the pendant. If you're crazy. Demon Titanite and Soul of a Proud Knight. It's basically just Demon Titanite. Because I never use soul bags ever. And frankly, Demon Titanite's kind of useless. So basically that chest was empty. Hello, Mr. Knights. Ooh, there's the Black Knight with guarding the... normally the blue Tearstone ring, but not anymore. You dropped a large Titanite shard. Can they do that normally? I think they might actually be able to do that normally. I can get back here easily. Oh, I'm going to trip the barrel first. Ow. I might want to up my health eventually. Yeah, I'm already down 3 Estus, and... So yeah, I'll get the not blue Tearstone ring. The only reason I don't immediately want to do it is because of my liquid humanity. Hello, Mr. Titanite Bug. How are you doing today? Dragon Scale and White Titanite. So that's basically anything you can drop normally. Can they drop? Huh. Can they drop Dragon Scales? Because I know that's a weapon, that's like a... That's basically Titanite for dragon weapons. So I don't actually know if they can drop Dragon Scales normally. It's an interesting question. I might research that later, even though I know I won't. If I walk very slowly, you'll never see me. Bolt for it! Gold Hem Black Cloak. That's actually really good. Well, it's not. It used to be better before the patch, but you know. It's like slightly worse but lighter than the Crimson stuff, so it's worth getting. And the Crimson stuff is a lot lighter and like better than the Elite Knight stuff for the most part. The main armor is, at least. So it's nice that I got the Gold Hem stuff, because I needed a chest piece. Run to the bonfire, run to the bonfire, run to the bonfire, run to the bonfire, run. Yes! So it's very unlikely that I'll get any drop from... Oh, you're still here. Why are you still here? I rested at the bonfire. You should be gone. I hit hard. I forgot about that. Huh. I forgot about that. Ooh, I got the washing pole. Not the best weapon. Not by any means, but it's still nice to have. And also it's really big. Look at how big this weapon is. Drake sword it is. Double my vitality and my strength. How long is this episode been? We're excluding the tutorial. 34 minutes, so including the tutorial, that's probably enough for a premiere episode. So with that, I'll see you all in the next time. Nailed it. I'll see you all next episode where we kill the Taurus demon. Goodbye.